Well, good morning, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from gorgeous, today's sunshiny San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. All right. Love Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss is a phenomenal example of an entrepreneur like Walt Disney, Steven Spielberg, so many others who were rejected and rejected and rejected and rejected and rejected. And yet they never gave up, they never quit, they kept believing in their vision, and they continued to move forward, and they impacted generations and are still impacting generations. Dr. Seuss said it this way, and I hope you appreciate: be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Let's just take that one more time. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Now, this is not to be taken from my perspective in a way that creates an attitude that says, I don't really give a flip about what anybody else thinks. Although, some sort of that vibe is required. Sorry about all that, y'all. I got a new phone case, and it sucks for this kind of stuff. That kind of attitude is somewhat required if you're going to succeed at any high level, not necessarily caring what others think about your decisions. There's a difference between what Zig Ziglar would say, watching out for SNIOPs, which is being susceptible to the negative influences of other people. There's a difference between not worrying about or caring what other people think about your actions or activities versus not caring about the people. Let me say that again, because that doesn't get addressed. There's a big difference between saying, I don't care what they think, I don't care what they feel, I'm going to do what I want to do. There's a difference in attitude of heart between disassociating your own emotions and self-talk from what other people may think about you or what you do or why you do it or how you do it. There's a difference between setting that apart and being ugly to people. Okay? So when he says, be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind, they don't matter. And those who matter, well, they don't mind. Those that are called to your life, those who are part of your life, those who have been assigned to your voice and your life and your impartation and your wisdom and your relationship, these folks will not mind at all. Man, I'm telling you, this phone case sucks. Sorry about it. I'm just going to have to trade it back out, y'all. This is ridiculous. Sorry y'all having to deal with all that. And there I am off to the side. It is what it is. Hopefully it'll stay up this time. Here's what I know. Those of you who enjoy these videos don't mind my phone messing up. And those who you mind don't matter. Right? So that's a perfect example of it. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. You are not called to be accepted by or received by or liked by everybody. There will be people who will actually be diametrically opposed to you when you show up in your true identity, your true self, your true strength, where you're not attempting to blend in. The people that have the least resistance in this world are those who have acquiesced to the pressure of society to be normal, who choose to be normal, who don't want to stand out, who want to blend in, who don't want to make waves. And the fear that is the underlying concern is manifested through statements like, well, I don't want to be flashy. Well, that's just flashy. Well, I don't need all of that. Well, nobody needs all that. Nobody needs glitter on their fingernails. What are you trying to do? Get people to look at you? You're trying to get people to stare at you. You're just hungry for attention. No, ma'am. No, sir. Maybe you just have met a free spirit who has chosen to love themselves, bless themselves, receive themselves, treat yourself, and has decided that I'm just going to be happy. And if wearing glittery toenail polish makes me happy, I'm going to wear it, and I don't care what anybody says. If I want to wear me a pink shirt, I'm going to wear it, and I don't care what anybody says. If I want to drive me a cute little sports car instead of a big old truck, I'm going to do it because it makes me happy, and I don't care what anybody says. You see, there are gross misinterpretations of liberty and freedom by those timid souls who are afraid to step in the arena of the boldness of individuality and expressing yourself as you are. When you were a kid, you never thought, well, Sally's just being flashy. No, you never said that. When you were a little kid, you never went, well, he doesn't need 2 pair of tennis shoes. No, you didn't. When you were a little kid, you celebrated the differences in your friends. When your friend got a new toy, you were like, woohoo! That is awesome. Let's play. We're going to have so much fun. When your little girlfriends got dresses when you were in elementary school, you're like, oh, how pretty. That's so beautiful. I like that too. Because you were not yet conditioned by this world in fear and judgment, because you did not care what other people thought about you for a season. This is why one of the wisest men ever, Jesus said, unless you become like little kids, you're not even going to get this whole kingdom of God thing. You're just going to miss it altogether. Sure, I know you may go to church and you may sit in the pew and you may do your bada bing, bada boom, and you may follow a ritual, but you're going to miss the whole stuff. You're going to be doing the things, but you're going to miss what it's all about. You're going to have a Charms blow pop, strawberry one that you're going to be eating, but except for the wrapper's going to be on it, y'all. It's going to have a form and it's going to have a feel, but you ain't going to get the flavor flav. Do you understand what I'm saying? The flavor comes from being who you are. Being who you are is what God intended and created you to be. Your competition does not exist. When you are in your true self, manifesting your unique gifts and talents, there is no competition, because there's nobody else on this earth that is like you. And it was meant to be that way. It's diversity. And diversity is absolutely, positively beautiful, because we celebrate these differences. So what is my challenge and charge to you this day? I'm never trying to just give you goosebumps without giving you a little pimp slap across the side of the face too, to help you grow and learn, because the most magical stuff on earth is just outside of your comfort zone, and that's where I'm trying to take you here. And it's, listen to the words of Dr. Seuss. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Caveat: not caring what people think about how you do what you do is different than not caring about a person. I know people that I have been friends with for over 20 years. Some folks I go to church with refuse to even look at my videos. That's it. Just not super cool, super nice. I don't care what they think. I care about them and love them and pray for them and want good for them. I have people everywhere I go who think I am, as my teenagers would say, extra. Dad, you so extra. You so extra. Well, shoot, I don't know about you, but when I go to a restaurant, if they ask me if I want extra, I do. If you were to go and ask your boss today, hey, can I get my paycheck? Yeah, would you like some extra? I sure would. Hey, sir, we have dessert. We have some extra. You want some? I'd like it. I kind of think extra is the way to go. That's just me. So be careful when you judge other people who appear to be what you think is one thing that you may not have any idea about. These may be people who have kissed the face of death multiple times and have just decided life is too short and too precious of a gift not to be who I am and say what I feel, because there are those that are assigned to me, and then there are those that I believe are assigned to diametrically oppose me to help me stay in check. I love criticism. Let me just tell you, I learned this from Mike Bickle. I love criticism and I love critics. And here's the reason I love criticism. I love critics and I love haters. I love them because normally there's some truth in what they're observing about you. And instead of me having to spend $10,000 a month on market research, I get free market research on Steve Collins' Blind Spots. I get free market research. And I think, if there's some truth to that, then that gives me something to work on that I didn't have to go pay anybody to tell me about. I love the haters. It's awesome. So be who you are. Say what you feel. Because those who mind, they don't really matter. And those who matter, well, my friends, they don't mind. Have a great day, guys.